out here following these white blazes all the way up to Pennsylvania. And if the bangs don't blind me enough, I will make it potentially to Maine. Got new shorts on today. I really look like I am. Woo! People might mistake that for a white blaze and start heading off trail. I might have made that joke a week ago or two. It sounds like I made that joke before. It says pretzel, but I'm not getting any pretzel. About to wrap up day 18 here. And a lot more people today, which was good. Hiked with Ghost and Foxtrot for a good bit of the day. I've had so much trail magic, it's crazy. The first was two guys from Kentucky. Met up with Silent Paul, who thru hiked in 2007, and he was doing scrambled eggs and potatoes. And I had a Coke, and it nearly destroyed my stomach. I'm dying. I just had a pound of scrambled eggs and a regular Coca-Cola. Just was at the Uncle Johnny's hostel, which for $6 I got 2 packets of tuna, a Nature Valley protein bar, an RX bar, a Diet Coke. And then they had a lot of like things just left out, so grabbed a few pretzels, grabbed an apple. It's a pretty glorious stop. It's everything I needed. So that was great. And now I have like 13 miles up to 5,200 feet, Unaka Mountain. I'm much cleaner. This is wrapping up day 18. I am about a mile out from Cherry Gap. So Cherry Gap Shelter is mile 361. I did the approach, so 368-ish. And today is ending the 19th full day of hiking. So 19 days, full days, and 367 miles-ish brings us to about 19 and a half miles a day, which I'm super like stoked on. That feels right. 20 a day feels great. I love it. So I'm gonna keep rocking 20 until I can't rock no more. Good morning. You are catching me minutes after just complete bonk. I packed up, threw on the puffy this morning, had a Jimmy bar, and started moving, and I got about a half hour in, if that, and it was kind of uphill. My legs just weren't working. I got to that like about to break out into a cold sweat. My trekking poles became like 98% of the power getting me up the hill. I started shaking and started getting pretty nauseous. Just like felt like I was gonna collapse, tunnel vision. So that was this morning. Man, I think I'm flying a little bit too close to the sun with these calories. Probably should be doing a little bit more. I mean, yesterday I did 28 miles, got 40 pounds on my back. Don't know how many calories that burns, but I probably didn't eat that many calories yesterday.
Officially, the endless pit of hunger kind of started. I felt like every time I was eating, it just was never enough food. Even in town, it was just like, no matter how much I ate, like the amount of food that would actually fill me would have been just disgusting, which I think my body was obviously sending me signals that I wasn't getting enough calories. But It was kind of just like an endless pit, and the bars and those kind of things were kind of starting to weigh on me a little bit.
Also water. Yesterday, probably drank like 6-7 liters of water, but there's also times where I'm passing water and I have some and I have like half a bottle. I'm like, I'm good. I press on, and I should almost make it a point to always just drink a liter every time I pass a stream. I mean, I drank so much water yesterday, but it felt, when I got into camp yesterday, it felt like I was the horse Scarlet rode into Terra midway through Gone with the Wind with just like white paste coming off the side of my lips. This morning has been very rough. Just got some trail magic from a guy named Lone Chair. Who thru hiked in 1997. It's the oldest thru hike of anyone that I've gotten trail magic from. And he crushed it, absolutely crushed it. Homemade cookies, I got peanut butter crackers, got a diet Dr. Pepper. I'm excited to try these cookies, homemade. I've heard good things from other people who had gotten them. I think that was the best cookie I've ever had in my life. I don't know if it was context, but crushed it.
From Hot Springs to Withville, there was like a lot of balds. And some of the balls are just so majestic and beautiful. That's basically the top of a hill where there's no trees. And it's just like so amazing being up there, especially in the evening or the sun, when the sun sets, or in the morning when the sun rises.
I don't know how upset I can be with this setup here. Up on Little Hump Mountain. It was a ways up, but I got up here. There's not a single other person here, just me and my tent. About to get naked up here, change, just completely nude. There's not a person up here. And I think if somebody saw me up here changing with the sunset, completely nude, they would be like, go that guy, not like, ew. I think they'd be all for it, knowing that I'm living my best life.
Underestimated how windy it was going to be. I think you called it. You're like, it's going to be windy up there, right? And I was like, it's not going to be that bad. And then it turned into like hurricane level 5 up there by the morning.
Day 21. It's 7:45, about an hour after I woke up. Right when I hit this tree line, about 200 yards from where I was camped, the wind immediately went away. So that's a good lesson. I know that there's probably people out there who are well-knowledged campers who would come out and see my setup I did last night and be like, why would you put the angle here and all that stuff? But I'm still learning. First time camping was 3 weeks ago, so I'm rolling with the punches. But a night like last night completely kind of just throws a little extra juice in my step this morning. And in about 4 hours, I'll hit a place called 19E. I think it's like a highway. And there's a place there I think I'm able to resupply. So I don't need a ton of food to get me to Sunday. If I could just pick up like 4 or 5 extra tuna packets, bars, maybe a jar of peanut butter, that would easily get me to the weekend. $6.50 for these 3 things. I'm gonna end up burning more calories than I just bought. I think I bought a total of 200 calories in this half mile there and back. Oh well. Here we go! Okay, sun's going down. It is 7 p.m. Just rolled up to Moreland Gap Shelter. The first time I rolled up at like 6:45, and all 6 of them, there's 7 I think in the tent, but 6 in the shelter, which is basically what it fits, were all already in their sleeping bags, already asleep. It's 6:45. I mean, there's hikers midnight and then there's 6:45. I kind of felt a little Heaven's Gatey when I walked over. Everyone's just on their back looking straight up, already asleep. Felt a little weird. I found there's some good spots here for tenting, but the wind is just like, probably can't really pick it up, but if it's moving my hair, which is just filled to the brim with mud, you know it's windy. And after last night, I really didn't want to go through a paper bag sounding type of tent. So I picked a pretty precarious little spot here, like it barely fits. It's uneven a little bit. Besides the really weird vibe over in that shelter and the uneven ground I'm about to sleep on, really, really, really awesome night. Whew. Might be time to wash these bad boys.